Ponyfans.com here with junior receiver Brad Haynes. Brad, Coach Jones has a tendency to go with 4 receivers and basically play them all day long. How frustrating was it to wait your turn over the last couple of seasons?
I wouldn't say it was frustrating, but I knew that eventually I'd get my opportunity to play. If I just kept working hard, learn the offense better, then it was just going to come within time. So I'm happy I'm getting a chance to get out there and showcase my talents.
When you saw guys like Emmanuel Sanders and Aldrick Robinson piling up catches and touchdowns and yards, was it ever hard to keep your spirits up and your enthusiasm while you're working?
I'm not gonna lie, it was frustrating at times, but it's helped me grow over the years, and it helped me to understand that, you know, my time might not necessarily be at that moment, and I just got to keep working hard and just become a better player in the offense. And I knew that even though I know Aldrick was having good years and Emmanuel was catching a lot of balls, that hopefully one day I'll get my chance, and hopefully it's this year. So,
with you going into the lineup, there's obviously a new element in the fact that you're taller and heavier and stronger than all the other receivers. How does that change up this offense? What kind of things does that allow your offense to do that they weren't able to do with all the smaller, shiftier guys before?
Well, it's not necessarily what I'm able to do that they can't do, but just I'm doing it a little bit different way than the other receivers. I try to use my physical nature to help me get open better than everybody else, because they have different talents that they use. So the aspect of the offense that I think I'm going to bring is definitely moving the chains, getting first downs. I know I can make some plays, so as long as I just keep using my physicality and using my body to shield defenders, using my body to get some separation, then that's really what's going to help me get open and catch the ball, go upfield.
What do you remember about the Texas Tech defense, either from having played them before or from studying them on film as you get ready for this season? Do they rely mostly on speed, or are they going to try to be physical and maybe create some matchups where your size and strength will be an advantage?
Well, I remember a couple years ago they relied a lot on their speed. Kind of like TCU, they don't bail as far as the safeties and the corners as much. They like to play man. So what we have to do is learn to get off the line, get off press coverage, because they know that they're a pretty physical team as far as the DBs, and they're pretty fast. So they're not as afraid to get beat deep. So we just have to make sure that we get off the line and get upfield, maybe get some deep plays early in the game.
We talk about the size and strength that you and also Patrick Fleming will bring to the offense. Another guy who's visibly bigger than last year is Kyle Padron at quarterback. How does that extra muscle and strength translate to making him more successful on the field this year?
Well, to start off, I think that one aspect that we haven't seen yet is the fact that he can probably take a hit better than he did last year. He's a lot physically stronger. I know his arm strength has definitely improved since last year, and he can stand in the pocket more. I think he's more confident in the pocket, because I know that he knows that he's a stronger quarterback. So, you know, if he gets knocked down one time, he'll get back up, and when he has to scramble, then I know that he can take a hit.
Last year, Kyle and some of the coaches talked about how his development was really helped by the presence of Seanbray McNeil, because you had this consistently productive running back. Seanbray's in the NFL now, and you've got a committee of guys going to fill that role. But how does the committee approach, or the lack of a proven dominant runner so far at least, affect what you can do in the passing game?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to be a big issue, because the offense kind of opens up the running game a little bit, because the defense starts to expand. So when we do run the ball, then I think that we're gonna get some nice shots on delays and delayed handoffs and stuff like that. So I think that I know Chris Butler, Darrell Fields, Kevin Pope, Zach Line, they're all going to be good features in the offense, and whatever aspect that they bring to the offense, I know it's going to work, because the running game is going to be pretty good this year, I think.
You got a handful of freshmen who are in there at receiver, but the two who seem to get brought up the most often are Keenan Holman and Jeremy Johnson. As someone who's been on the practice field with them and in the meetings and watching film and all that, give me a thumbnail sketch of each of those guys and what kind of contribution you think they could make as freshmen.
I guess I'll start with Jeremy Johnson. He is a very fluid athlete, smooth, fast. He's got a lot of potential to be good in this offense. I think in five wide receiver sets, he's going to be the fifth guy. So he's definitely going to make a big contribution this year. And I know that he's learned the offense fast, and so is Keenan Holman too. He's really catching on fast. I know more than in years past for our freshmen. So also one thing about Keenan is he's got an effortless stride. Like he's really fast and he's still learning the offense, but once he gets it, it's going to be scary. So both of those guys have a lot of potential, and I know that Coach Jones is going to be happy for the next 4 years with them. So I know they're going to be good.
Coming off the route of Nevada in the Hawaii Bowl, how's the vibe and the energy level different in practice as you prepare for the 2010 season?
Well, the vibe in practice is very, very up. You know, it's fast-paced, but at the same time, people know that we can win this year. I know starting when I first got here, we really weren't very confident in our ability to win because every game was so close and we ended up losing every game. But now I think that we know for a fact that we can blow out some teams. So we definitely got a different swagger, different confidence about the entire team.